All right, happy Monday, everybody. Nikki Stees here for an impromptu live play-by-play. So what I'm doing is I'm creating a new playlist right now, specifically for non-Eagles play-by-plays. So I just created it as I was editing the details of this stream on YouTube. So I'm still going to have to update it to put the week 1 Monday night game in this playlist. Week 1 opening game that was between the Los Angeles Rams and Buffalo Bills. So, yeah, I'll be updating that playlist right there. But, yeah, so here, I'm going to give some people a few minutes to join into the stream before I really start trying to talk to the audience right here since I just started and just shared it. So, give it a few minutes. And besides, to be fair, we're still getting the countdown right now. We're getting the introduction right here. So, yeah, they're going through the history of the 49ers championship wins. They're showing with Joe Montana, Jerry Rice, Steve Young, and those guys. I'm sure they'll be showing the Rams. Yep, they're showing the Rams, Jalen Ramsey, Aaron Donald, Matthew Stafford, and those guys. So we're just getting the intro right now for the game. So going into this game, I have the Rams as the favorite right here. And the notable updates on this game is injury-wise, Trent Williams, the tackle for the 49ers, is out with an ankle injury. That is the most notable injury going into this game right here. Both teams have some players out, but, which has happened. It's part of the game. The most notable injury of all of them is Trent Williams right now. Now, obviously, that's going to make a difference for the 49ers. So right now, we're back. Right now on the TV screen, we're live. You got Joe Buck and Troy Aikman calling that game right now. Right here, what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to put the TV volume on low so I can hear it a little bit, but avoid the risk of a copyright strike. So I can at least have some clue as to what's going on. Even though Buck and Aikman are not my favorite announcers. But I did something similar to this 2 weeks ago when my team, the Philadelphia Eagles, played their Monday night game against the Minnesota Vikings. And, and speaking of the Philadelphia Eagles, tomorrow on Mitch Kovsky's YouTube channel, I'll be doing an appearance on MK Headlines. That's tomorrow, 5:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I'll be doing a live appearance on that right there. And give me one moment. What I'm going to do is I'm going to create a poll right here for those of you coming in. It's going to be a simple question. Who do you got winning tonight's game? Simple poll right there. So I'm going to create that poll right there. Give me 1 minute. So here we go. I'm going to do that right now. I'm creating the poll right now. And we're about to kick off right here. And the 49ers are kicking away. It's going to go into the back of the end zone for a touchback. So the Rams will start their first offensive play at their own 25. So me personally, I got the Rams winning this game. I think they're the better all-around team, obviously. Although you never know with these games. I could be wrong because the San Francisco 49ers, as we know, have had a habit of beating the Rams during the regular season. They've swept them 3 straight regular seasons, although the Rams did beat the 49ers when it mattered most last year in the NFC Championship games. So, there were 49ers we motivated for revenge and plus to stay in the hunt of things going 2-2. But here we go. First carry of the game. And the give is to Cam Akers. He's going to get a couple on first down. And it's Fred Warner making the tackle there for the 49ers. So that's going to bring up 2nd and 6. And as we know, I've learned recently, try not to guess the spot of the ball. I'm not that great at guessing it. So I'm going to sit there and just, I'm just going to let the announcers tell me where it is. So here we go. Second play. Stafford pass. Complete to Kupp. Good, catches it. And he's got a first down. So the Rams will get their first down of the game here on this opening drive on their second play. So you get, Cooper Kupp gets the easy one-on-one matchup. Open, gets a gain. Looked like about a gain of 9. I mean, I'm not good at guessing the exact stats, but looked like about a gain of 9 right there. And a reminder to anyone joining in, this live stream, the poll is open, so you're welcome to vote. I'll still leave it open. As long as the game's going on, as long as they're still within reach, I'll leave the poll open. So even if anyone's coming in the second quarter And there's still a couple scores. People can still vote on it. So now we obviously know the Rams, their offensive line is a little battered going into this game, but on first down, Akers gets a gain of 1. And Stafford, the pass on second down to the tight end. And it looks like it's going to be about a gain of 8 on 2nd and 9. So that'll bring up a 3rd and short. So yes, it is a gain of 8. It'll be 3rd and 1 for the Rams here on their opening drive. They already got 1 first down. Looking to get another. As we see Stafford right there. He's gone off a couple quick passes right there. And here we go on 3rd down. Looks like Stafford's going to try to throw another quick one and complete to Kupp again for a first down. And Matthew Stafford doing the smart thing here. Going to his main target, Cooper Kupp, on his 3 passes. He's already targeted Kupp twice. Kupp catches both. Both are for first downs. And which obviously is the smart move there by Stafford. He's going to go to his target, the Super Bowl 56 MVP. So here we go. So right now it is 1st and 10 right here. Looks like the Rams. I mean, there were some struggles early on, but so far it's looking pretty good right here. You got Ray Higbee's in there. Allen Robinson's in there. Kupp's in there. So here we go. Stafford. Oh, he's under pressure. He gets away. He's going to scramble and slide and pick up a few. It looked like he was going to get sacked there. Niners brought the heat. But Stafford's able to get away, avoid the sack, and slide for a couple there. Gets 4, so that'll bring up a 2nd and 6. So we take a look at the replay. So Stafford goes back. As you see, the Niners bring the heat. D-line. Stafford did a good job avoiding the sack. Getting to his right, sliding for a few. 2nd and 6. The 2nd, Stafford, quick pass to Kupp. That's Kupp's 3rd catch of the drive and 3rd first down of the drive. And sure enough, the Los Angeles Rams are moving down the field here. Nice and smooth here. So now another first down there for the Los Angeles Rams. And anyone that's coming into the stream, the poll's open. You're more than welcome to vote on it right there. So here we go. So right now it's still 0-0 right now. So here we go. So Rams, 1st and 10. Stafford rolling to his right. Goes to the tight end, but it's down. Whoa. Who's tackled and yep, it's going to be 2nd down. So here we go right now. So that's an incomplete pass. So right now, still no score here. A little over 4 minutes into the first quarter here. But Rams are marching within 49ers territory right now. So right now, it's still the first quarter right now. So I'm going to put the banner up so you guys coming in. If you're not watching the game, you can see what the score is, have some idea of where we're at. So here we go. Stafford, give to Akers. And he's going to go backward, and that's going to be a loss on 2nd and 6. So it looks like it's going to be about 3rd and 7. I'm not going to make an exact guess till I see. Yeah, it's going to be actually a 3rd and 5. Wait, that is, I'm looking the replay. Looks like he got forward by a yard. They gave him forward progress, so it's going to be 1 yard. So here we go. And a 3rd down. Pass complete to Hodge. And it's going to be a first down for the Rams. So another first down on 3rd down. Rams continuing to move, continue to pick up first downs here. And here we go. Ooh, a nice move right there. Nice spin move by Higbee. He gets the first down here. So Tyler Higbee has 3 receptions. Cooper Kupp has 3 receptions. So there's Stafford's main targets on this drive right here. So here we go. So far, Stafford, 6 for 6, 46 yards. Here we go. 1st and 10. Oh, play clock winding down. There's a flag. We're going to see who it's against. And it's going to be a false start against the Rams. That's going to back them up a few yards. And for those of you just coming into the live stream, the poll's open. We're welcome to vote. Let me know who you got winning this game right here. Feel free to leave a comment in the live chat as well. And so far right now, for those of you not watching the game, it's about 6 minutes into the first quarter. 1st and 15 for the Rams after a false start. it knocks them out of the red zone, but the Rams are moving the ball efficiently so far this drive. As Stafford back to pass. He's going to make a quick flip to the outside to his running back. And it's going to pick up a decent gain to get back some of that yardage lost after the false start. But that'll bring up a 2nd and 9. So a gain of 6, but it's a 2nd and long after the false start. So 2nd and 9 for the Rams coming up here. So far, they moved down the field efficiently. Stafford's getting the ball. 3 completions to Cooper Kupp. 3 completions to Hodgkinson, the tight end. To Hidge, the tight end. But here we go. So Stafford. Okay, he's taking some under center right now. Stafford's going to take snap under center. Fakes the give. Here comes the Niners blitz. And they get to Stafford for their first sack of the game. And that'll bring up a 3rd and long. And that'll be a loss of 10 right there. So that'll be a 3rd and 19. Look, Stafford, he faked the give. But before you know it, here came the blitz. And boom, Stafford goes down. We got Icubom right off the Icubom, whatever his name. He came off the blitz. Came right off. So you got Samson, Icubom. So now he came right off the blitz, got the sack, and now they'll bring up 3rd and 19 for the Rams. Is they're going to have a 3rd, 19 yards to go to get a first down. Stafford, they're going to run it on 3rd and 19. They get some yardage there, but nowhere near the first down. That's obviously going to bring up 4th down and a field goal attempt here. But I don't know what so it's 4th and 12, but obviously the Rams are going to go for a field goal here. So, I mean, I don't know what they were doing. I don't know if they were trying. Oh, and the Rams got an injury. So Sheldon's coming off, getting help from the trainers off the field. So this will not be good for the Rams offensive line. They already lost some pieces there. And that's not good. So, and here comes Matt Gay for a 39-yard field goal to give the Rams the first points of the game. Gay's kick is up. It is good, and the Rams will score a field goal on their opening drive here. So the Niners defense would start off shaky for them, but they did manage to force the Rams to settle for a field goal. They got the blitz. They got the sack right there that backed the Rams up 3rd and 19. So right now the opening drive, Rams are up 3-0 here in the first quarter. We'll see the 49ers come on the field, see what their offense can do behind Jimmy G in a moment after a commercial break. So for those of you tuning into this, if you're not familiar with my channel, if this is your first time on this channel, I'm a Philadelphia Eagles and Philadelphia 76ers content creator primarily. I will occasionally do live play-by-plays for other non-Eagles or Sixers related NFL or NBA games. I did do a week 1 live play-by-play for the Rams-Bills opening night game. And so and tomorrow I'm going to be doing a special appearance. For those of you Eagles fans in here, you guys know Mitch Kovsky. And, the head of it, he has got his own channel, the head of the Hardcore Sports Network within the Philly sports community. I'll be appearing on his MK headlines tomorrow at 5:30 live. So you guys can check, for you Philly sports fans, you can check that out here on YouTube tomorrow, 5:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, October 4th. And for my non-Eagles fans, like I said, I do occasionally do some live play-by-plays of other teams' games too. So this time obviously this time the Rams 49ers. I know last year I did a Cowboy Washington football team live stream before they changed their name to the Commanders. That was the December game. What was it? Week 15 it might have been, I think it was. Yeah, I think it was either week 14 or 15 when they played each other last season. I did that. And it looks like we're back right now. So they're showing a shot of the skybox at Levi Stadium right now. So they're about to be back from the commercial break. And obviously Trent Williams, you don't know, left tackle for the 49ers. Trent Williams is out. Elijah Mitchell, the running back's out. And as you guys have followed, know, Trey Lance, he's out for the season. Looked like the 49ers were going to start Trey Lance there for a bit, but obviously they're going to have to settle on Jimmy G due to Lance's injury. And they're showing some of those guys up in the skybox right there looking over. So right now I'm putting the volume back on low. So obviously the 49ers, they dealt with this situation before with injuries. It has in the past hurt them in some seasons. No, in 2018, in 2020, it hurt them. And so far in 2022, they've had a few key injuries. But yeah, that injury bug, man, sometimes that can hurt teams easily. And 49ers, they know what it's like to be hurt by the injury bug. Guys, remember that 2018 season? Jimmy G went out for the season week 3 that year. And ultimately, the Niners fell off that, only won 4 games that season. Then in 2020, dealt with a ton of injuries and only won 6 games. So we know the Niners, they've dealt with this before and it's hurt them. So now last year they did have some similar problems, but they did manage to get some of their players back and managed to do enough to make it to the playoffs last year. And there's the kickoff by Gates going into the end zone. So the Niners will start their first drive at their own 25. And here we go, Jimmy Garoppolo. It was mentioned before the game in the Monday Night Countdown. Those of you that weren't watching that it is his contract year. Now, Garoppolo, they're showing a script on the screen. 49ers record since 2017, 31-15 on Garoppolo, 9-29 without him. But that is a bit deceptive because, Jimmy G has played a part of the 49ers winning, but he's not really a true franchise guy. Like, especially last year, that was mean. When they got hot last year, they did that mainly because of Deebo Samuel. And the first pass of the game by Garoppolo, it goes for a first down. So we take a look. It was a nice quick pass right there. Now, Garoppolo, it was the AOC right there. But to be fair to Garoppolo, he made a nice play here. He got the pass off quickly to AOC. And look, Jimmy Garoppolo is a game manager type quarterback. He's not really that much of a great quarterback. He's a good game manager. You'll win some games with it because of him, but you'll also win some games because of other players stepping up or sometimes because of luck. So Jimmy G, yeah, he's more of a game managing type of quarterback if you guys ask me. But so far now, it was a nice opening pass, but then they're on the run. You get a gain of 1. They're talking about the Deebo Samuel situation. Right here, we know Deebo Samuel, he was converted last season. He played a role in that offense right there. And they took him late to sign a contract, but you know what? The Niners and Samuel reached a deal. They're lucky to have him. And Garoppolo, he makes a quick throw, but the blitz is coming. And Aaron Donald came off the blitz, forced Jimmy G to throw it to the ground, take an incomplete pass instead of a sack. So that'll be 3rd and 9 for the Niners. So they're already facing a third down. And the Rams on their opening drive, for those of you tuning in that haven't seen, they did convert a couple third downs on their opening drive on their way to the field goal. But now we'll see what the 49ers can do on third down. As we're taking a look at the replays, Donald basically got to Garoppolo unblocked, forced Garoppolo to throw it to the ground to live for another play. And here we go, 3rd and 9. Garoppolo's taking the snap. He's back. Gets rid of it quickly. And it's a first down. Nice throw. Right there, we're going to take a look right there. So we're going to take a look right here. We show that Deebo. We see what happened there. So Jimmy Garoppolo got a quick ball right there. Hold on a second. Right now, you got Juwan Jennings right there was the one who made the catch. Deebo was in the way. It caused the Rams defense to focus in on Deebo, but left Jennings open. And on 1st and 10, it's going to be a run for a loss right there. And that's going to be 2nd and 12 after a loss of 2 right there. We take a look. And right now, it looks like we're going to get a look at the replay right there. Here we go. Aaron Donald comes in. So here's the run right there, and Aaron Donald coming right through again. And he's already making his presence felt here for this Rams defense. So first we get Aaron Donald. He comes in. He gets the blitz on Garoppolo. He comes in now, makes a tackle for a loss of 2. Bring up a 2nd and 12. So here we go. Jimmy G's back. Garoppolo to Samuel. And Samuel picks up a nice gain. Gets a couple, but that'll still bring up a 3rd down. So I'm not going to guess the exact spot because usually I'm horrible at that. I'm going to wait for the graphic on the screen on my TV. So it'll be 3rd and 5. So a nice 7-yard gain by Deebo Samuel there. But now 3rd and 5. We got Kittle's in there. Jennings is in there. Debo's in there, of course. Now we're getting a look. We got Bobby Wagner, Aaron Donald in there with the Rams. So we got 49ers are coming in 3rd and 5, 1 running back, 1 tight end, 3 receivers. Jimmy G gets rid of it quickly. And another first down by Jennings. So that's 2 third downs, 2 receptions by Jennings to give the 49ers first downs. And similar to the Rams opening drive, now the Niners bounce back by converting a couple third downs to keep moving the ball downfield. So, and right now, Niners are inching in closer onto territory. So Garoppolo 4 for 5, 44 yards thus far. Primarily passing drive right here, which was the same thing happened on the Rams opening drive. So we got 3 minutes left in the first quarter already. So it's actually going by fast right here. All these completions, and oh, look, we got it looked like the play clock hit 0. And it looks like it was going to time out. It was called just in time by the Niners to avoid a delay of the game. So we get our first timeout of the game called by the Niners. And they're going to go to commercial break right now. So that's where right now. So we're at another commercial break right now with this. So we got a little under 3 minutes here in the first quarter so far. It's been it's an offensive game right here. Both teams, obviously doing a lot of passing right here, doing most efficient passing right now. So, and obviously we know this Rams 49ers game is an interesting game because we know the Niners want revenge for last year's NFC Championship game loss. And the Rams, they want to beat the 49ers again to build momentum in their favor by being the division rival and bumping their record up to 3-1. And obviously for the Niners, they want their revenge. And a win for the Niners puts them at 2-2 alongside the Rams in a tie right there. So that would be actually a 4-way tie right there for first in the NFC West that the Niners win, because all 4 teams that division will then be 2-2. Because with the Cardinals beating the Panthers yesterday and the Seahawks beating the Lions, those 2 teams are at 2-2. So 49ers win. That's a 4-way tiebreaker for first place in the NFC West. And that's also then that leaves the division wide open like it's week 1 all over again if that happens. But the Rams win. Obviously, they bump their way up to 3-1. They submit themselves in first place. They push the Niners in last. So there's obviously a lot riding on the line right here with this right here. So right now, I'm just obviously trying to kill some time before this commercial break's over right there. And for those of you guys that are joining in, feel free to leave a comment in the live chat. Also vote on my poll. Let me know who you got winning this game. It's still only the first quarter. It's only 3 points in this game thus far. So you can still vote on this poll. Let me know who you think's going to win tonight's game. Who you got winning? It's either the Los Angeles Rams, San Francisco 49ers. And I did throw the option of a tie in there, even though that's rare sometimes, but it can still happen. So I did throw that option in there. So right now, looks like we got 8 people rocking with this live stream right here so far. And we got 3 likes on this thing right here. So if you guys are joining in, help put some more likes on here. So that way you can help show your support for the channel, help push it out there for the algorithm. Right there. I appreciate if you do that for me right there. So now we're back to the game right now. It's 2:52 left in the first quarter. So 1st and 10, the Niners, the run up to the running back, Thomas, who goes to the end zone untouched. No flags. Niners score. So the Niners answer that field goal by the Rams with a touchdown. There. So now make it 6. So actually, Jeff Wilson Jr. is his name, 32-yard run. I think I misheard that on my TV. But yeah, Jeff Wilson Jr., the running back for the Niners. I apologize. He takes the snap, goes untouched, follows his blockers, gets in for the end zone. Jalen Ramsey tried chasing him down, didn't work. And now here we go with the extra point right here. So the extra point is up. It is good. It is officially a 7-3 game now for the Niners. So far we got 2 offensive drives, taking up most of the first quarter, and 2 scores. Field goal by the Rams, touchdown by the 49ers. And it looks like we're going to have ourselves we could be having ourselves a high scoring one in this one if the game continues the way it's been looking so far. So obviously for the Niners, we know the Niners have had the Rams number through the regular season thus far. They beat them, the last 3 regular seasons, they shut them out. If I'm wrong about that, you can correct me in the live chat. By the last 3 regular seasons, 2019, 2020, 2021, Niners have shut out the Rams in the regular season. But to be fair, the Rams did beat the Niners when it mattered most last season in the NFC Championship game at SoFi Stadium. And then they went on to defeat the Cincinnati Bengals in Super Bowl 56. But the 49ers definitely want revenge for that, and they're not going to forget about it at all. But yes, right now we are at another commercial break. That is the unfortunate bitch of doing these live streams right here that, hey, sometimes, these commercial breaks happen, but you got to do what you got to do to just fill the time right there. And that's why I sometimes encourage people to leave comments in the live chat. The chat, try to make this thing more engaging, help kill some time during these commercial breaks. So if you wonder what that was right there, that was me drinking water. If you heard anything right there. But right now we're another commercial break. We just got an Xbox One commercial. And just another Progressive commercial. A lot of the same old, same old. If there's any questions you have for me, those of you guys tuning in, you're more than welcome to ask. Commercial break's a perfect time for you guys to ask questions, say hello in the chat. Ask, whatever the case would be. Let's make this thing more engaging, shall we? So welcome those of you tuning in, those of you viewing to do that. And if you haven't done so already, please do me a favor. If you want to see more content from my channel, hit that subscribe button and that notification bell so you're notified when I upload a new video. So right now, looks like we're actually back. So it's 2:46 left in the first quarter. 7-3. San Francisco 49ers are up over the Los Angeles Rams. So now we're taking a look at the 2011 Washington. You get Kyle Shanahan, Sean McVay, Mike McDaniel, Matt LaFleur. We're all on that coaching staff, ironically. But obviously, you got McVay and Shanahan, opposite teams here tonight. McVay, the coach of the Rams. Shanahan, the coach of the 49ers. And right now, in just a moment, the Niners will be kicking it off when the Rams will be ready to start their second offensive drive. Obviously, there is some history between Shanahan and McVay, but here we go. And the kickoff again, third kickoff of this game goes into the end zone for the third touchback. So the Rams will be starting their second drive at the 25. So Sheldon, who came out, Coleman Sheldon, he had an ankle injury. He did come out briefly in the opening drive, but he's going right back in the game. So we'll have to see what happens there. Obviously, we know there was a big scare in the NFL world Thursday, but that was an entirely different story right there with two. But here we go. First down, and the Rams give it to Cam Akers. It's only going to pick up a short yard gain right there. Pick up of a few right there. And we do have a breaking news update at the bottom of the screen. Javonte Williams, the running back for the Rams, has a torn ACL and LCL. He'll be out for the rest of the season. And speaking of running backs, Cordell Patterson from the Falcons will be out on IR. And Stafford tries to throw a quick pass to Allen Robinson, but it's incomplete. Or actually to Cam Akers, but it's incomplete. That'll bring up a 3rd and 9. Now the Rams already converted a couple third downs in their opening drive. Now we'll see what they do here. And obviously this will be big for the 49ers right here to get a stop. Make the Rams go 3 and out, get the ball back on their opening drive. So here we go. Stafford facing the blitz. And it's Nick Bosa getting to him. So Bosa sacks Stafford. And that'll bring it in to the Rams drive. We have 3 and out for the Los Angeles Rams. Niners will get the ball back up 7-3. After the sack by Bosa, let's take a look at the replay right here. So Bosa comes from Stafford's left, and then he rolls to the right, where there's a hole in the line. So great smart football move by Bosa right there to come through. He gets the sack, and that'll bring up a 4th and 17. So Ray McLeod III will be returning the punt from Riley Dixon. So the punt goes up, bounces in the air, and it will be fielded down by the Rams at what looks to be about the Niners' 26. So the Niners will start their second drive at their 26 after their defense helped them with a quick 3 and out. And obviously we'll get yet another commercial break here, and we'll see what the 49ers do with that. So right now we're at commercial break right there. I do want to say to everyone coming in, if you guys want to leave a comment in the live chat, certainly feel free to do so. If you want to ask me any questions about anything football related, you are more than welcome to do so in the live chat. I encourage it, actually. So feel free to help yourself and ask me anything if you would like to. So right now, there were a couple updates going on with the football news. I just stated moments ago. I'll reiterate. So Cordell Patterson, the running back for the Atlanta Falcons, he's on IR right now. And he got obviously, and we did find out that Tua Tagovailoa is obviously going to be out for this upcoming Week 5 game for the Miami Dolphins after that concussion, which he shouldn't have been playing Thursday night. And we got Javonte Williams, running back for the Broncos. He's going to be out for an extended period. He got injured during the Broncos' loss to the Las Vegas Raiders yesterday, which knocked the Broncos to 2-2. And this week has been a much more simpler week for predictions right here. I mean, I've been doing a pretty good job getting some of my predictions right here. I mean, I did, and so far now we got. So far I'm going to go through some of my picks while we're still at commercial break real quickly. So for my picks, for this week, this week I had the Bengals beating the Dolphins. And I did pick the Vikings to beat the Saints. I incorrectly predicted the Browns to beat the Falcons. And a lot of people thought the Lions would beat the Seahawks. I did pick the Titans over the Colts. I also picked the Steelers over the Jets, but we were wrong about that. I did actually pick the Bills to beat the Ravens. At first, I was kind of like, when I saw the score early, but Bills came back and won. I had the Chargers over the Texans, Cowboys over the Commanders, Eagles over the Jaguars, Giants over the Bears. I did the Cardinals over the Panthers. I did pick the Packers over the Patriots correctly. Picked the Raiders over the Broncos and Chiefs over the Bucs. So for the evening and night games, I was on point. I was on fire with my picks. The only ones I got wrong were the afternoon ones. And I do have the Rams for tonight's game. But so far, it's not looking pretty good. As Garoppolo on first down, completes it, gets a first down to Deebo Samuel again. So Jimmy Garoppolo going back to Deebo Samuel, who was the real MVP for the 49ers last season. And Samuel, he beat Scott and covered, so he rolls to his left right there, gets away from Jalen Ramsey, gets some separation, gets open, and gets a first down. So we got a little under a minute here in the first quarter. So on 1st and 10, Garoppolo under center. He's got a running back. Well, he's going to flip it to Samuel, and Samuel picks up one. As we know, Samuel, for those of you that follow, we know Samuel last year did take some snaps as running back and played the role of running back and wide receiver. Here in this case, Samuel playing the role of running back only goes for a gain of 1. So we got 22 seconds left in the first quarter. Chances are that was probably the last play of the quarter. Niners might just wind down the clock right here. And actually an interesting stat I'm seeing. 49ers have outscored their opponents 41-6 in the first half this season. Yes, 41-6, and the clock's down to 2, 1, and that'll be the end of the first quarter right there. So after one quarter, the score is 49ers 7, Rams 3. We've had 3 full drives here in this first quarter, resulting in a field goal for the Rams on the opening drive, touchdown from the Niners on the second drive, a 3-and-out for the Rams on the third drive, And now we're on the fourth drive of the game with the 49ers. We're going to see what they do right there. So early on, we get a nice completion of Deebo Samuel. And then a gain of one right there to Deebo. So far, it's still early in the game. It's still an open game. Anyone can win this game right now. Yes, we're obviously back to yet another commercial break right there. So far right here, 49ers looking good offensively. And their defense, so far, has gotten to Stafford a couple times. They got to him last drive. It was Bosa got to Stafford with the sack that brought the three and out right there. And on the opening drive, they gave up a couple big plays early, but they were able to force the Rams to settle for a field goal on that opening drive right there. So far, Niners defense has done a better job getting pressure. The Rams defense right there, still some issues right there. So right now, you got Jeff Wilson Jr. He scored the touchdown right there on the opening drive for the Niners. And right now, we're at commercial break right now. So let's see what happens there. Obviously, it's still early in this game. Anything can happen right there, right here. But hey, for those of you still, if you're coming in the stream and you haven't voted on the poll yet, you still have time to vote on the poll. Still early in the game. Still let me know who you think's going to win. And if you haven't done so, please do me a quick favor. Drop a like to help out with the algorithm. It's free. It don't cost a thing. All it takes is just one simple click. I'll greatly appreciate that. It helps out with the algorithm. And if you're enjoying this stream, you're also welcome to subscribe. I mainly do Philadelphia Eagles and Philadelphia 76ers content. So if you're a Philadelphia sports fan, this is the perfect channel for you to watch videos on. But even if you're not not a Philly sports fan, you like hearing some content about sports. I do some other content, non-Philly sports related, such as live play-by-plays and I started recently doing some weekly picks, so some of those could be appealing to you, even if you're not a Philly sports fan. So here we go, 2nd and 9, Garoppolo, quick pass off, and it's complete for a first down. So we got right there. So let's take a look at the replay. So Garoppolo gets off the quick pass right there to Brandon Ayuk. And Ayuk stayed behind the line. It was a nice pass right there. Quick pass to Ayuk, and he gets the first down. So Garoppolo now 6 for 7, 70 yards. Niners are primarily passing. So far, getting some good clock management. Garoppolo able to read his options quickly. So here we go, 14-20. So we in the opening minute of the second quarter. Here we go, Garoppolo. So he pitches it off the Williams, and he gets a couple right there. So that'll bring up a 2nd and 8. So a gain of 2 right there. You got Wilson Jr. He gets the pitch and gets 2. So he's had 3 carries, 32 yards right there. Wilson hasn't done anything spectacular except for that one big run where the Niners scored a touchdown. Now that brings up 2nd and 8. So in this play, you got 1 running back, 2 tight ends, 2 receivers. You got Ayuk Samuel receivers, Dwelly Kittle tight ends, Jeff Wilson Jr. the running back. And the give goes to Wilson again. He's going to pick up a couple more. Wilson, though, thus far, he's averaging about 2.5 yards per carry thus far. And on this carry, he only gets a couple. So that'll bring up a 3rd and 6. So here we go. So 49ers, they were 1 for 10 last week on 3rd down. But so far tonight, they are 2 for 2. So they're doing a better job offensively against the Rams. They did last week against the Broncos. And we know Garoppolo, he's definitely out for something to prove after that embarrassing safety last week. We pulled Dan Orwowski. But here we go. And on 3rd down, Garoppolo, he throws it and looks at Ayuk. And let's take a look. He throws it to Ayuk. He had his hands on it, but he couldn't maintain possession of it, so it's an incomplete pass. That'll bring up a 4th down now. And the 49ers will punt. So both teams score on their opening drive, go 3 now on their second drive. So Mitch Wisnowski, the punter, will be punting it away. And he's going to try to pin the Rams deep in their own territory, but the ball goes into the end zone for a touchback. So obviously the Rams will take over after the touchback. And here comes Matthew Stafford onto the field. So it looks like they're going to head to another commercial break. I mean, they're showing Stafford coming. Yep. This is probably going to be a short commercial break, though. This time's the good news as we get a Manning Brothers commercial. Manning Brothers Sportsbook commercial here. So it's this obviously Caesars app commercial right there. As far as the Mannings go, I personally enjoyed listening to. I always enjoy coming on YouTube Tuesday or Wednesday to see the Manning Bros, the highlight clips, because there's always a highlight clip on YouTube. Because the Manning Bros had their own special on ESPN where they invite guests affiliated with the two teams that are playing, and they have a little discussion right there. And they did it last year. It went over fairly well. Now they're doing it again this year. So, I mean, I don't have ESPN Plus, so I'm unable to see it on that. But what I always like to do is check on YouTube. I always type in Best of Manning Bros week. In this case, it'll be week 4 when I go check for it on YouTube tomorrow. If it's not up tomorrow, it'll be up by Wednesday. But I definitely find that entertaining. And I find it to be a breath of fresh air for sports commentary, too, coming from Peyton and Eli. And because it's different than they always, and nothing against the live play-by-play announcers for the TV telecast, nothing against those guys, but I feel like, the Manning Bros, it's something different. It's something unique. It's a breath of fresh air. You listen, I kind of do wish I had ESPN Plus for that, but I don't. But it is fun to just listen to what they said, some of the highlights of their guests joining in. That's cool. It's something different. It's kind of like what we do here on YouTube with the live play-by-plays. So I actually like that right there, that the Manning Bros are doing that. But hey, obviously that's the NFL's way of adjusting to the current times because they know live play-by-plays on YouTube are popular, so they figured, hey, why not get two popular figures right there, do play-by-play? And they know Peyton Manning is a good choice because they know he's still vocal about the game of football even after his playing days. So, that's a smart choice to put out there. And right now it looks like, and we got Sheldon. He looks like he got hit again on the leg last play drive. And here we go. We're back. So the Rams will start at their 20. Right here after the touchback on the punt by the Niners. Stafford fakes the give, gets rid of it quickly, feeling the heat, but he overthrows Kupp. And that'll bring up a 2nd and 10. And so far, man, with this Rams, obviously they do have a battered offensive line. They're dealing with some injuries there. And so far, the Niners D-line's getting the best of them. That's at least the 4th time now that Stafford's been under pressure. He's been forced to throw it. And this is tough right here for the Rams right here. So they got to deal with all this. Here's the give right here. It's going to be goes up for the middle for a couple to Henderson. The tackle's made by Warner, so that's going to be a 3rd and 9. So Fred Warner, once again, the middle linebacker, making a difference right here. So here we go. So the 49ers blitz rate, first 3 weeks, 17%, 50% tonight. But also has to do with the Rams offense line being better. Not take away from the 49ers, to give them credit. They're still getting to the QB. In this case, Stafford rolling to his right on 3rd down. It's going to be out of bounds. And it looked like it was intended for Robinson, but it's incomplete. And it was thrown out of bounds right there. His head. So, and Cooper Kupp, he did have a one-on-one, but Stafford wasn't able to find him and didn't try to look at his way. That'll be another 3 out for the Rams right here. So obviously you can tell this Rams offensive line being injured All the injuries are it's affecting them right here, and the Niners are taking advantage of it. So now there goes the punt, and it'll be a deep punt out of bounds. So Niners will take over. And right now they should Jimmy Garoppolo warm up right there as the Niners are set to retake the field after yet another commercial break. So obviously for Jimmy Garoppolo, there is some revenge on the line for this game, for him right here in this game. So obviously, I mean, because obviously Garoppolo, he wants to redeem himself after last week, after he ran into his own end zone for safety. So Jimmy G definitely wants some revenge there for that embarrassing play. But so yeah, right now we're at another commercial break right here. And so far, you Niners are in control of this game. Give them credit where credit's due. Right now, so yeah, right. And for those of you just coming into this right here, there's still plenty of time to vote on the poll. Let me know. You can vote on who you have winning this game. The poll will still be open as long as this game is still within reach. I'll leave the poll open right there. Now, if it does start to get out of reach, though, I don't know, say by like the middle of the third quarter, it's like 31-7. I'll probably pull the poll by then, or if it's like 31-10 or whatever the case is. If it's something out of reach, 28-10 or something that seems like it could be, I might consider pulling the poll then. But as of right now, though, yes, so I'm going to leave that poll open right now. You guys want to vote? You can vote. Yes, so I'm going to leave that open right there through the game. So and it looks like right now, yep, we are back right there. So getting the American Red Cross thing for the Hurricane Ian, and we know we all go through this every football season. These summers, these storms happen, and obviously it does affect us. It's a serious thing. Hurricane Ian's obviously battered Florida. And I'm surprised there weren't any games canceled because of it, though. Because sometimes we get those NFL games that are either canceled or pushed back in September or October because of a storm. But here we go. So the Niners will take over after the Rams go 3 and out. So here we go. Garoppolo on first down to Kittle, but Kittle couldn't. It was a high pass that Kittle couldn't get his hands on there. So they'll bring up a 2nd and 10 after the incompletion. So right now we take a look right here. So we have two tight Niners. They went out with 2 tight ends. So Garoppolo, he looked to his left. He had Kittle to his left. Kittle had some separation, but the pass was a little high. He tried to dive for it. He did get his hands on it, but he couldn't pull it in to make the reception. So, a tough break there for George Kittle right there, and tough break for the Niners. And now Kittle's on the sideline. They go 1 running back, 1 tight end, 3 wide receivers. Got Juszczyk, the fullbacks in the backfield. Garoppolo fakes the pitch to Deebo Samuel. He tries to throw to his right, but it gets batted at the line by Leonard Floyd. So that'll bring up a 3rd and 10 now for the Niners. Now the Rams starting to get a little pressure of their own here. So Garoppolo fakes the Deebo to try to throw him off guard, but Jalen Ramsey and Leonard Floyd were right there waiting for him. So it was Ramsey if he got the tip. It was Leonard Floyd coming with the blitz. So you got Jalen Ramsey, fun fact, is the only defensive back selected to the last 5 Pro Bowls. If you have any questions on whether or not Jalen Ramsey's elite as of now, you definitely won't have your doubts there. And Garoppolo tries to throw a quick pass, but it's way too high. And that'll bring up a 4th and 10. So the Niners go 3 and out again. So after the first couple drives, it looked like this might be in store for a high-scoring game, but obviously that's not going to be the case right there. So right now, 3 and out. So another punt by Wisniewski and fielded there by Powell. He falls on it, but he does look like he made a fair catch. And Rams will take over again after another quick 3 and out. So right now we got another 2. We got T-Mobile commercial on the left and Sean Garoppolo talking with his coaching staff on the sideline. So we'll be back with this game in a minute. And for those of you tuning into this right now, if you haven't done so already, drop a like and vote on the poll. More than welcome to leave a comment in the live chat as well. Okay, so right now we're getting back to the game. So the Rams will come back on the field. So far, there's been, after several 3 and outs by these teams, once again, the Rams come back on the field, hoping to move the ball downfield and at least get a score out of this drive, even if it's a field goal. And Stafford, he's looking to his left. Pass complete to the tight end, Higbee. And Higbee gets a nice gain right there. That'll bring up a 2nd and short. And obviously, at this point for the Rams, you've been several 3 and outs already. You want to do more than just that. You want to go. And if you're the Rams, you want to actually get down the field, actually score some points right here, and make something out of it more than just a 3 and out. Because, even if it's just a field goal, you pull yourself within 1, you move the ball downfield, get past this Niners defensive line that's getting some pressure. On 2nd and 3, it looks like Stafford is trying to sneak it up the middle, and looks like he's going to get a couple right there. So that'll be a 3rd and short. I'm going to look at the replay, see what happened there. But that's going to be a 3rd and 1. It looked like it might have been a QB sneak there by Stafford, but why would they do that? I don't know what happened there. Was that a QB sneak? But that's odd for a 2nd and 3. But now it's 3rd and 1, and looks like it's an encroachment penalty against the Niners there. I saw contact. And let's see. And it is encroachment. And it certainly looked like it from the TV angle on Givens, right? Kevin Givens, number 90. He certainly, he was blatant encroachment. He moved forward. He started to engage with the center before the center snapped the ball. And that is 100% blatant. I emphasize again, blatant encroachment right there. Absolutely blatant encroachment right there by the San Francisco 49ers, giving the Rams an automatic 1st down. And the Rams, they get a 1st down via penalty, but they get it nonetheless, and they give the 1st down. The give goes to Cam Akers, who gets a nice gain on 1st. So that's going to be a gain of 6, it looks like, which would bring up a 2nd and 4. And yes, it is. So it was a nice run there. So now it brings up a 2nd and 4. So now the Rams they're starting to get in a little rhythm right here. They're doing better on this drive. Honestly, they've had a couple 3 and outs. If you're the Rams, you certainly want to get down the field, and you certainly want to score some points, like I said, because you've had a couple instances. You come up short. So here we go, 2nd and 4. Stafford back to pass. He feels the heat. He throws it up. So he throws up to his tight end. So it's Higgins, and Higgins gets the 1st down right here. So we take a look at the replay. So Stafford, so he felt the heat come. The Niners brought the heat. Fred Warner came in, but Stafford saw Higgins, and he was on his left, and he got it off to him, and Higgins was able to get the 1st down. So credit to Stafford for recognizing the situation, getting rid of the ball in a timely fashion there for a 1st down. So Tyler Higbee there, 5 receptions, 5 targets, 33 yards. So Higbee gets the 1st down. Here goes Stafford. Stafford throwing it. Complete to Kupp, the Super Bowl 56 MVP. Picks up a 1st down. And now the Rams are moving downfield, and they're in scoring territory. So after a couple 3 and out drives, now the Rams have a chance to finally score some points right here. And and as we take a look at the replay to make sure that Kupp did get both feet in bounds first, and he did. So Cooper Kupp, he's had 4 receptions for 45 yards thus far tonight. And now Cup's rolling in motion. Stafford. He's going to give it. There's on the pitch. And it's going to be to Powell, who's going to pick up a first down the pitch and give the Rams a first and goal right there. So we take a look at this replay. So Powell rolled to his left. Looked like he motion to his left. Stafford, he faked to give to Akers. Pitched it to Powell. Got the first down right there. So a nice pitch right there. Nice pitch and run right there by Powell for the first down. So now first and goal. Here we go. And on first down, the throw to Cup, who only gets a cup. Gets about a yard right there. So let's take a look right here. So the Cup, he throws the first down there, but the tackle made quickly there. Big Gibson Jr. and Beasley, but so obviously Rams, no, the second and goal though. Rams still moving the ball. 7 plays, 54 yards, taking up a decent amount of time on this drive. So after what was a couple slower drives right there, now all of a sudden so here we go. Stafford. A dangerous pass that could have been picked there. He was looking for Cup. Cup was double teamed. He's a little off on the throw, and so that'll bring up a third and goal now. So I think at this point, if you're the Rams, so here on third down, you'll probably take a shot at the end zone. If you don't convert here, as long as you don't get picked off here, then I think you go for the field goal. Obviously, the Rams, you want points out of this drive. You prefer a touchdown over a field goal because that gives you the lead. But if you have to settle for a field goal, you take the point. You inch the Niners lead down to 1 if that's the case. And he tries to go for Cup in the end zone, covered by Warner. That'll bring up a fourth down after the incomplete pass. So now it looks like now the Rams will have to settle for field goals. They'll bring out Matt Gay for what should be a chip shot field goal. We see Cup. It looked like he had Cup there for a second. The Cup couldn't get his hands on it and reel it in. So that'll bring up a fourth down. It was well played there by Fred Warner, the linebacker. So now here comes Matt Gay for a 29-yarder. And Gay's kick is up, and it is good. And now we have a 1-point game right here. So the Rams managed to make it a 7-6 game right here as we're closing in near the end of the first half. So the Rams were able to repeat similar results to their first drive. They moved the ball downfield, got a couple passes at Higbee, the tight end, and Cooper Kupp. And they were able to move downfield with it and do something with it. So worked out in their favor there. So, but now if you're the Rams, though, you're going to want to start on these drives actually moving downfield and actually scoring some touchdowns. You don't want to get, and you get some field goals, you get some points, but you're going to have to start scoring some touchdowns out of this too. And beside that, though, the Rams have also dealt with have gotten some 3 and outs as well too. Some of their drives. So obviously the key right now for the Los Angeles Rams here is to try to keep the momentum going on those drives, keep getting down the field, getting in territory, but you also want to score some touchdowns. You don't want to just have to settle for field goals all night long. But obviously it's still an open game. It's still 7-6. And for those of you that are just tuning in, that poll is still open. There'll still be plenty of time to vote. It's only a 1-point game late in this first half. But so far tonight, we've seen that both teams are mainly sticking with the passing game right here. You got, obviously, the Rams are primarily trying to pass the ball, trying to go to Cooper Kupp and Tyler Higbee, the tight end. And they have ran the ball a few times here. But we've also seen the 49ers have managed to get some heat on the Rams too, because the Rams were dealing with some injuries on their offensive line. The Niners are bringing some heat right there. And obviously, it has gotten them on a few drives because the Niners have gotten the Rams to pull a few 3 and outs right there. So, we had that right there. And the Niners, early on, it looked like they were doing a pretty good job passing the ball right there. But we had also with the one touchdown for the Niners came with a nice run by Jeff Wilson Jr., the starting running back in this game. And outside that, we looked like on the first couple drives, Niners were doing a pretty good job passing the ball. Garoppolo, he was getting the ball off to some of his options to Brandon Ayuk and Deebo Samuel, but on recent drives, his accuracy started to fall off. Niners have had a couple 3-and-outs, but that's mainly what's been going on thus far. The Niners will be getting the ball back after Matt Gay kicks it off. So it was 6:22 left in the first half here. 7-6 game. Rams just made the field goal. Just made a field goal to make it a 7-6 game. For those of you that are watching this, listening to the stream that aren't watching the game, and it will go in the end zone. This time we will get a field, but it will be for we'll get fielded, first kickoff fielded, but it will be fielded for a touchback with a knee in the end zone. So now the 49ers will come back on the field. Obviously, they're going to want to look to score some points after they just gave up a field goal right there. Because, obviously they just give field goals that puts their lead down to only one. So obviously, if you're the 49ers, you want to bounce back. And you want to bounce back with a score here. Because obviously that would be the best thing to do. Either get a field goal or preferably a touchdown. And down, Garoppolo fakes the give. But he's going to pitch it forward. It's going to be a throw to Jennings, who gets about a gain of 4 right there. Actually, a correction. That's actually going to Brandon Ayuk, who's going to get a gain of 4. So that'll be actually a gain of 5. 2nd and 5, that is. So 2nd and 5 for the Niners right here. So 2nd and 5, the give. So it goes to Jeff Wilson Jr., who picks up a couple. Wilson, he's averaging about 2 to 3 yards per carry, but he did have one big carry, which he broke off to the house. Other than that, Wilson hasn't been able to do anything spectacular beside that one run. So that'll be now 3rd and 2 after a gain of 3 by Wilson on 2nd down. So it's 3rd and 2 for the Niners. So here we go, 3rd and 2. Garoppolo throwing. He's going to take off. He's going to slide and get enough for the first down. That brings us to 5 minutes and counting in the first half. Niners converted 3rd down here. So take a look. Garoppolo went back to pass. He felt the pocket closing in a little bit, and he had some room to take off and kick a few yards, which is enough for the first down, which he did. So a nice move there for the first down. And here we go. 1st and 10. Garoppolo pitches it to Wilson. Wilson picks up a nice run there. Looks like that might have been about a gain of 5, it looks like. We're going to wait for the exact spot because I'm not the best at guessing the exact spot. But it will be 2nd down after a pickup of Wilson. Nice little pickup. And it'll be a gain of 6, so 2nd and 4 for the Niners. So you got Ayuk in there, McLeod there. Wide receiver, McLeod the 3rd. He was deep on the wide receiver depth chart. You got George Kittle, the tight end, in there. But Kittle Kittle did have one target. I think that was a misprint by the screen. It said no targets, but I remember there was that one target for Kittle that was overthrown. So, yeah, but that was a misprint there on behalf of ESPN. But so on 2nd down, they give the give to Jeff Wilson again. But he gets nowhere. Wilson struggling thus far running the ball, the main running back. Beside that one run, he broke off for a touchdown. Rams have done a good job containing him, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 3 for the Niners. And the Niners, here you go. You're facing 3rd down territory. You want to convert. You certainly do not want to be stuck on 3rd down. You don't want to have to give the ball back to the Rams. You want to get some points out of this after giving up a field goal. And the give, it goes to Deebo Samuel, gets the first down and more, and he's moving. Deebo Samuel has an open lane into Rams territory, still going. He has a block, and Deebo Samuel's in for the touchdown. No flags on the field. So on 3rd and 3, a short completion to Deebo Samuel, but Samuel does the rest for a 57-yard touchdown reception. After it looked like a short completion for a first down, Deebo Samuel does the rest, breaks off a few tackles, moves to his right to avoid the hit. He gets a nice block along the way, and Deebo Samuel has helped add to the San Francisco 49ers lead, make it 13-6, pending the extra point. So here we go. Gold lines up for the extra point and drills another one. So now you make it 14-6 49ers. So that was a way to bounce back right there. I said going into this drive, the Niners were obviously going to want a touchdown out of it to answer the Rams field goal, and they got it. A nice catch and run by Deebo Samuel, taking it to the house. It's a nice block from Ayuk. Oh, and it looked like, and he was covered by Ramsey. Ramsey tried to get a hand to deflect it, but Samuel got it. But he was able to do the rest. So obviously, credit to Deebo Samuel for making a nice play there. And there he gets a nod from Jerry Rice, who's sitting in the front row, having a drink, pointing his finger to Samuel as a show of respect. The 49ers legend, Jerry Rice, paying respect to Deebo Samuel, the current number 1 receiver. So 9.6 career yards after the catch per reception, leads all NFL wide receivers since 2019. That is Deebo Samuel. And obviously, Deebo Samuel, the number 1 option in the passing game. And he gets a shout out from Jerry Rice, and Robbie Gould, the veteran, kicks it away in the end zone. And there is the return. We get our first return off a kickoff here. And it gets a couple out of it. So now that'll... So that was right now. So we have a nice move right there. So Brandon Powell was the one on the return. Wide receiver. And now the Rams will take over right here, looking to bounce back after their defense gave up a touchdown. Obviously now for the Rams, it's important to score on this drive, I feel, because the Rams got the ball to start the game, meaning that if they don't score in this last 240, and a pass was tipped by Stafford's pass was tipped on first down, nearly picked off. Nearly, but he caught a lucky break as the pass hit the ground before Greenlaw could pick it up for the interception. But I was saying the Rams here, what you want to do is definitely score a touchdown here, because you just gave up a touchdown to the 49ers and you got to give the ball back to them to start the second half. So if you're the Rams, you're down by 8. You want to get down the field, score. If I get a 2-point conversion to tie this thing up. So on 2nd and 10, the give goes. So 2nd and 10, there goes the give to Darrell Henderson Jr., who picks up a nice run, but it's going to be 3rd and 5. So a nice gain of 5 there by Henderson, but it is a 3rd and 5 here. So right now, 3rd and 5, and look, we're hitting the 2-minute warning. It looks like Stafford's just going to wait till after the 2-minute warning, which is exactly what he's going to do right there before taking the snap. So now we will reach the 2-minute warning. So what I'm going to do right there right now, so I'm going to take a short little break right here and grab myself a sip of water while we're at the 2-minute warning. So I'll be back in 1 second. All right, so now I'm back right there after a brief little break right there. Back in perfect time. So we're at the 3rd and 5, 2-minute warning. Rams are getting ready to snap. It's the perfect time. Stafford throws on 3rd down, completion to Cooper Kupp, and the Rams still have all 3 of their timeouts there, so they get the 1st down that they needed. Right there, and at this point, if you're the Rams, you have all 3 of your timeouts, so then you can use one right now if you want to. Take your time, get it together with a fresh set of downs, think things over, but they're actually going to snap it quickly. And his pass again complete to Kupp. But the clock continues to tick down to 1:30. I think personally this would be a good time for the Rams to use a timeout, but they're not. They're going to continue to let the clock tick, try to move downfield. Right here. So it's 2nd and 2, 1:18. Stafford back to throw. He's going to get sacked. And now bring it to 111, 110, 109, 108, 107 and counting. This is going to be a 3rd down for the Rams. I think they're still not using a timeout, which I'm surprised. I personally think they should have took a timeout right here. I don't understand why they didn't call for that timeout right there. I mean, as we see right now in the play clock going down, goes Stafford back, and he's going to get sacked again, and that's not what the Rams wanted at all right here. They're going to go 3 and out. Credit to the Niners defense right there. They got back-to-back sacks right there to stop the Rams from building any momentum, which works perfectly for the 49ers here as they will get the ball back with a little bit of time here in the first half. Maybe a chance you go deep downfield. Maybe Garoppolo tries to get it to Deebo Samuel right there, or he tries to go the AO downfield, but, and then maybe kick a field goal for a halftime and get the ball back to start the second half. But obviously, not what you wanted if you're the Rams at all, because you just gave up. You go 3 and out. Now you got to give the ball back to the 49ers where they could still get a field goal off. And then you got to give them the ball back to start the second half. And we got a stoppage at play here. It looks like it might have been a timeout. 2 timeouts here used by the 49ers, it looked, because the clock was stopped right there. And the Rams still have all 3 of their timeouts indicated by the timeout slashes at the bottom of the screen. It looks like the Niners used back-to-back timeouts here, which is a bit odd. I'm surprised. I thought the Rams should have used one of their timeouts on that drive right there, which I don't understand what they were thinking with that. But now, here we go. It's 4th down. 22. McVay's talking with his offense on the sideline, but the Rams are going to have to punt it away, though. And Niners, like I said, I think Niners might take a chance and try to throw a deep ball downfield, get in field goal range, go for a field goal before the end of the half. And yeah, here we go. The punt away, the punt's away. Nice kick, and go down to the 49ers 20. So that was a 59-yard punt right there. What an awesome punt right there. So we got what? And now the Rams, 49ers, though, they'll take over deep in their own territory right here. So right now, if you hear any pauses during this right here, I'm trying to look up at the screen right there. So right now, though, so it'll be 1st and 10 for the Niners, 31 seconds left in the half. And as I indicated earlier, they will receive the kickoff to start the second half. So here, if you're the Niners, you try to, I think it looks like Niners are probably might try to go deep right here, or they might decide to just play it safe, do 1 or 2 carries, but nope. Garoppolo going to make a quick throw right there. So it's going to be. So hold on. So we get a quick throw right there, and it's going to be another quick pass. So 2 quick passes by the Niners. First was complete. Second one intended for Deebo Samuel, incomplete, and that leaves 8 seconds left. So I guess if you're the Niners at this point, I get looks like the Niners are just going to decide to take it to halftime since they already have the lead and they're going to get the ball back the second half. So they're going to play it safe since they feel like they thinking, hey, we have the leverage here. It's in our favor. We're up by a score, and we get the ball back to start the second half. Why not just take our time with it here? So here we go, 3rd and 3. Garoppolo throwing deep. And he overthrew his target there. That's going to be a 3 and out, which is 2 seconds left. So looks like all we're going to get here is a punt. Chances are we're going to get a punt that directed toward the sideline where the 49ers will punt the ball out of bounds, prevent the Rams from making a return, and get the ball back to start the second half. So here we go. And wait, the Niners, they're just going to trot the offense out there and throw it to the sideline and just take the incomplete pass to halftime because the Rams will not have any time to take over. So smart move there by the 49ers. So now we're at halftime. So I'm going to take a short break at halftime. So I'm going to mute my audio for the stream. And I'm going to put a bit of uncopyrighted music in the background here while we're at halftime, and I'll be back to do more play-by-play at the start of the second half. Okay, so now I'm back right here for the stream. I know I obviously lost some of the viewers I did have right there, though. But it happens when you take breaks in live streams. But you know what? Hey, I got 15 votes on the poll right now, so something's going right here with this stream. I did get 6 likes off it, so obviously something's going right here. So, hey, that's a good. So I can't complain right now. But hey, now back for the start of the second half here, and the Niners will get the ball to start off. And they are up 14-6 right there. They got 2 touchdowns there. So they got 2 touchdowns in the first half right there. So you got Jeff Wilson Jr. got a big touchdown there. And it's the first drive for the Niners. And you also got Deebo Samuel, nice 50-yard plus touchdown. Rams did get 2 field goals out of it. They actually get the ball to Cooper Kupp on those drives, but they had to settle for field goals. Niners got 4 sacks. And we start off the second half. Matt Gay's kick goes back into the end zone. And that'll be Neal in the end zone for a touchback. So the Niners will start this drive at their own 25. So when Sean McVay is being interviewed, they're asking what happened in the first half. He's attributing to a lot of bad mistakes mentally. Right there by the team. Obviously, though, hey. Obviously, they've done poor, mainly offensively, they struggled. Now, that is in part due to an injured offensive line, but hey, you got to still be able to move the ball and get some points regardless. Injuries are part of the game, but you got to rally. Injuries or not. So, but now we start off in the first play of the second half. Official first play goes for a gain of 1 to Wilson. So Jeff Wilson hasn't really done much running the ball. He got that one big break right there for a touchdown, that long run. But other than that, he hasn't done anything to impress. To really impress. So here we go. That'll be a nice on the first play. So that'll be George Kittle right there, getting his first reception right there. Gets it for a first down. So let's take a look. So we get nice into double coverage by Kittle. First down. So nice move there by George Kittle, moving the ball down the field. So here we go. First down 10 again. Garoppolo. Oh, he's going to get hit. He moves away from the rush. Tries to get it to Kittle again, but incomplete. Nice tip. Right there. So the pressure came right there. They got to Garoppolo. They forced him to get rid of it and throw an incomplete pass. Let's take a look. So Garoppolo, he gets the blitz from Donald. Aaron Donald gets away from Donald. He feels it from Leonard Floyd. He tries to get it out to the backup tight end, Ole, that is, but unable to get the pass through. So that'll bring up a 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10 here. Now, Niners take 2 and time off the play clock. Here goes the give. To Wilson there. Gets a decent gain there on 2nd down. Brings up a 3rd and short. So Jeff Wilson right here. Jeff Wilson thus far, he's done a decent job, but still struggled to pull through. So now right here. So it'll be 3rd and 5 here. And now Jeff Wilson Jr., he's replacing the injured Elijah Mitchell, who's on the injured reserve list, but now he's on the sideline. So for the 3rd down play, Garoppolo will take snap. He'll use check the fullback. He's in motion. Going to his left. Garoppolo looks to his left. Goes to Deebo Samuel, who catches it. But the play's quickly made by Leonard Floyd. By Jones, who will bring up a stop. That'll bring up a 4th down. So a nice stop here for the Rams. Certainly was needed after that. After if they were unable to score on their last offensive drive of the first half. And now, here we go. So now the Rams will get the ball back if they force the 3 and out. Niners will have to punt it away on their first drive. And the punt's up. Niners looking to pin the Rams deep. And they do. So for the first possession of the second half, right here, Rams will come out onto the field. Hopefully they can make something out of it. So far, they got 2 field goals, though, in the first half right there. So, yeah, obviously they're going to need to get in the end zone there because field goals, it's going to take a lot more than field goals for this team to actually come through. Because they're down by, they've given up 2 touchdowns. Right there. It's obviously, if you're the Rams, the best thing you want to do is to go down the field, score a touchdown, get momentum going in your favor here. And right now we are at commercial break, so obviously right here, obviously right here, the Rams, they come out and get a touchdown right here. I mean, they tried running the ball right here a little bit with Cam Akers, but Akers hasn't been his most on point yet. But Akers, I mean, they've run mostly passing the ball. They've gotten to Cooper Kupp a couple times right there, but nothing that impressive right there that really stood out. So, yeah, obviously the Rams right there, what they want to do is they got to get down the field and score a touchdown, basically. And I know it's been tough right there with their offensive line struggling here going against, obviously, the 49ers defensive line that's clearly outmatching their offensive line, but they still got to find a way to actually get down there and actually score a touchdown here on this opening drive to start the second half, because that'd be a great way to set momentum here. I mean, obviously, they're trying to get the ball off the Cooper Kupp right there, but it's going to take more than that right there. So, I mean, I know Tyler Higbee, has been another main target right there, but you can't just rely on Tyler Higbee and Cooper Kupp. Got to get some other guys. You got to get Allen Robinson involved, but Robinson hasn't been involved much in this game right here, though, so far for the Rams. You had Fred Warner, Nick Bosa. They've been getting a lot of pressure on them thus far. And they've been bringing Stafford to the ground. They've gotten sacks on. They got 4 sacks in the first half. And the pressure, man, they've gotten to Stafford. But now it's up to the Rams to make something happen. So the Rams are now going to take over. They're going to have to make something happen here on this. So here we go. 49ers blitz rate. So here we go. Stafford fakes the give. Pass the Kupp for the first play of the second half for the Rams. And he gets a couple out of it. So Kupp, when it was open to his left, he meant nice throw by Stafford, but that'll still be a second and long right here. So we take a look here. You got Nick Bosa. He's bringing the heat right there. Stafford managed to get rid of it. Bosa did get a shot on Stafford, but Stafford did get rid of it to Kupp for a completion for a gain of 4. So they'll bring up a 2nd and 6 now. So here we go. 2nd and 6. So here we go. So now Stafford again to Kupp, and Cooper Kupp gets a first down and more. And a few more. So they're out past their own 30 after the completion for the first down. So now, obviously, we know the Rams are going to keep looking at Cooper Kupp's way as long as he can make those big catches to help them out. That's exactly what they're doing right there. This was relatively easy and simple right there. There we go. So first and 10 right there. Play clock beginning to tick here. Cooper Kupp so far has 9 receptions for 74 yards right there. And Cooper Kupp, he's really, really on a roll right now. So here we go, 14-6. So Stafford throws. First down. Pass is complete. So it's, what's his name? Stuff. So we got Sterani, Ben Skaronk. So Ben Skoronke. I'm trying to pronounce his name. Let's try it one more time. So Ben Skoronek gets the first down there. A 1st and 10 for the Rams right there. And here we go. 1st and 10, Stafford, give to Henderson. So Henderson's going to get a few right there, and that'll bring up a 2nd down. So Henderson gets a few yards right there. And the Rams are a little bit past midfield here. Here we go. Stafford throws again. So it's the Higbee, the tight end, who picks up the 1st down. And now the Rams are starting to develop a little bit of momentum here. They're moving the ball smooth here. And obviously, if you're the Los Angeles Rams, you want to get down that field. You want to score a touchdown right here and get a 2-point conversion. Tie this bad boy up. Right here. So right now, so the Rams are moving right here. So 1st and 10. So Stafford, he rolls to his right. He tries to throw for Higbee as he felt the heat come, but he overthrows him. So that'll be a 2nd and 10, incomplete pass. And that's the blitz right there. That's the power of the blitz right there. That power the blitz can have to throw the quarterback's mechanics off. In this case, he's certainly doing his job here, throwing off Stafford's mechanics. He couldn't throw to Higbee, but he overthrew him. And the blitz certainly played a factor there. So now here we go. It is 2nd and 10 right now. So here we go. 2nd and 10. Stafford throwing to Kupp. And he's going to be short of the 1st down, but it's another completion to Kupp, his 3rd reception of the drive. Kupp comes up, but he is up right there. It looked like for a second he leaned forward, but it looked like he might have been stretching there. So that'll be Kupp's 10th reception of the game for 81 yards. And Cooper Kupp, if you have him in your fantasy league tonight, this could be a good night for you. Just give him a few more yards right there. And here comes the Niners crowd trying to get into this game right here. You got one fan, he's throwing his hands up in the air, trying to encourage the crowd to make some noise, get the home crowd into it. And that's what 3rd and 3. Here comes the heat. Both on the blitz. Pass to Robinson. Complete, but it's only going to be a gain of 1. The problem is it was 3rd and 3, but actually that is a gain of 2, but still 3rd and 3, gain of 2. You guys can do the math from there. 4th and 1. So what did the Rams do? Did they go for another field goal, or did they go for it and try to get, because they want that touchdown? They're going to go for it. They want the touchdown. They feel field goals aren't good enough. They need a touchdown on this one. And for the Rams, that'll be Allen Robinson's 1st reception of the game, man. You were hoping in this case you were the Rams. Robinson get more involved, and they give to Akers on 4th and 1. He picks up enough for a 1st down. And it's a 1st down there. There he goes. Cam Akers up the middle, diving forward for a few extra yards after the 1st. And now the Rams are in the red zone with a fresh set of downs, hoping to finally get in the end zone. Now, the Rams have been down this area twice. They've gotten into scoring territory, but they've had to settle for field goals. Now, if you're the Rams, you've got to actually get in the end zone. And here comes the heat for Stafford. He gets away from a couple hits, but he still gets brought down by Bosa for a loss, and that will bring up It looks like it'll probably be what looks to be about 2nd and 11, and it is. So a 2nd and 11. Man, tough break. So now the Rams, tough break for the Rams, but credit to the 49ers. They managed to force the Rams to settle for field goals. It got to them when it counted most. And there, past the Akers, there's going to be a flag. It might be a defensive PI. We will find out in one moment. So it will be illegal contact against number 54, Fred Warner, for the San Francisco 49ers. I briefly muted it for a second so I could listen to the announcers without the risk of a copyright strike. So we see the illegal contact. It was Warner made some illegal contact on Cooper Kupp, but that will give the Rams, an automatic first down now. The first mistake by the Niners defense when the Rams have gotten into the red zone, because the previous 2 times they gotten this deep, when this happened, and never mind that, but what they did to give the Akers, and Akers brought down behind the line for a loss. Now the 49ers defense have saved their best for when the Rams are in scoring territory. That's when they get the rush off the best. Their linebackers and secondary do the best job covering, and they bring down the Rams and keep them from getting to the end zone. And they did it again. The only mistake they made thus far was that illegal contact play against Fred Warner, but they make up for it the very next play with a 3-yard loss. So that'll bring up a 2nd and 13. Stafford back to pass, throws it to Kupp. Kupp moving, rolling to his right after the completion. It looks like he's got a first down. And yes, he does. So 1st and goal for the Rams now. So the Rams, they're getting closer to finally getting their first touchdown of the game. But the touchdown, yes, they are closer, but they got to get in the end zone. They have not done so yet. If you are the Los Angeles Rams at this point, you got to get in the red zone. Got to get in the end zone right there. I mean, you've had Cooper Kupp putting up a nice statistical game, which is good for fantasy. He was 11 catches, 95 yards, but Rams would get to score a touchdown. They need to here. First down. Stafford. Looks like he was going to go for the give. They felt the heat coming. He gets it off. Incomplete pass. And Greenlaw again coming on the heat. But, man, this is... Now it's 2nd and goal right here. So... So it was intended for Tyler Higbee there, but it's going to be an incomplete pass. And so far, those Staffords 1 for 4 in the red zone. I think, if anything, that stat has been more telling as to why the Niners are up in this game than the overall stats. And Stafford for Robinson in the end zone, tipped away. So we take a look here. Ward. Oh, nice job, Ward, getting his hands on it to tip it away. The pass was intended for Robinson in the end zone. But that will bring up now a 3rd and goal as Travarius Ward gets the tip. 49.8 completion percentage allowed. Leader since 2018. But here we go. 3rd and goal. Rams trying to finally find the end zone. Nearly picked. And it'll bring up a 4th down with 4:28 here in the 3rd quarter. And this 3rd quarter is going by fast so far, just like the 1st quarter. It's like deja vu all over again here. And Stafford, his throw was off target. It should have been picked by Gibson, but he couldn't get his hands on it. And again, the Rams will be forced to settle for a field goal. This time a 26-yard attempt by kicker Matt Gay. And his kick is up and good. And now it is a 14-9 game. So we've seen this early in the game. The Rams, they are able to effectively move the ball. They have effectively moved. However, once they start moving the ball, they always fall short of the end zone. And I think Matthew Stafford's terrible completion percentage this game thus far in the red zone is the most telling stat for the Rams offense in this game. More telling than the completion percentage, more telling than Cooper Kupp's nice fantasy numbers. All those incomplete passes in the red zone. I mean, all on 3 opportunities for a touchdown, those could have given the Rams a lead potentially. If they just get one touchdown out of those 3 field goals they got, they have the lead. Right now it's 14-9. So even if you take that previous drive right there, where they had to settle for the field goal, if they get a touchdown, they could potentially go for 2 and tie it up. Oh, now if you were sure if they get two, if only they get 2 field goals and 1 touchdown, for sure they had the lead. That could have made 17-14 right there. 3 points plus 2 touchdowns, 2 extra points, 14 plus 3, 17. And they could have had the lead right there if they had gotten 2 touchdowns in 1 field goal instead of having to go for 3 field goals. But yeah, but credit though too to the 49ers defense. And they've been on point at their best thus far when their back's against the wall trying to stop a touchdown. So I got to give credit to the 49ers defense for that as well. That's played a key role. But for now, the 49ers, they get the ball back. Now, the 49ers, they have been able to get to the end zone twice on 2 deep plays right there. And so far, what I'm seeing from Jimmy Garoppolo thus far, it's kind of your typical Jimmy G type story right there. And right now, I actually, with my fantasy matchup, I'm going against Bird Gang, fellow Eagles YouTuber, Eagles content creator like myself. What I need here is I actually need the Niners to score some points here. Take points away from the Rams, because I'm in a close neck and neck battle with him. It's all going to come down for who wins this week to how his team's defense, in this case the Rams, do, and that determines the winner of this fantasy matchup. So I'm actually, as a part of me pulling for the Niners to score some points here to help me win my fantasy matchup. So I'm actually hoping the Niners score another touchdown, take a few points away from the Rams defense here. So here we go in the kickoff. Oh, whoa, and there's the return. And there's a fumble on the return, but it looks like it will be recovered by the 49ers. The officials are sorting it out in the pile. And Ramsey the King, they have it, and they do have it. So the 49ers, they catch a break there. So as Fuller made the tackle for the Rams, make the hit, but this could have been deadly. That could have been a big mistake right there. Critical mistake, but Mack was able to, fortunately for the Niners, land on it. And here we go, Garoppolo. He throws the youth check, the fullback, who has a first down, and he keeps going downfield. And a nice pickup, first down. No flags. So the first down will stand. And the Niners, you see the Niners are starting to get in a rhythm here. They're starting to move a little bit down the field. They're doing a good job right here. So we got a first down right there. First and 10, Garoppolo. It's the hand to Jeff Wilson Jr. Picks up a solid pickup on first down as he continues to move the rock. So now you got McKivitz, the offensive lineman for the Niners. He's injured. He's coming out of the game. And you got Jalen Moore, 5th-round pick in 2021. He's going to have to step in and fill his shoes. And here you go, Garoppolo. Give to Wilson, and Wilson picks up a first down. Nice move. And there you go right there. So a nice move. So right now we're at 1st and 10. Niners are moving the ball downfield here with a nice drive. So, and the Niners, unlike the Rams, they have actually gotten to the end zone, and Niners are in scoring territory again. So this could work out great for them if they get another touchdown out of this. So Garoppolo gives this Wilson again, Jeff Wilson Jr., and he nearly picks up a first down, gets a nice run on first down, and they're moving it right now down the field. So, man, so now the Niners, they're getting in a rhythm here. They're moving the ball here. But the difference between the Niners and the Rams is when the Niners get moving downfield, they're out getting in the end zone. That's playing a key factor here in the outcome of this game. So right now here, so it's 2nd and 2. Here we go. The give to the fullback Juszczyk, rolls to his left, gets a first down and more inside the 10-yard line. So 1st and goal, 49ers, and they might be on the verge of another touchdown here as time continues to tick. We got about 1:30 left on the third quarter. So Juszczyk gets a first down. So Juszczyk right there. He's a 1st and goal now here for the 49ers. Here we go. Use Garoppolo. Short screen to Deebo Samuel. And Samuel, he's pushing toward the end zone. He's going to be just short, 1 yard short. 2nd and goal at the 1 yard line for the Niners. And once again, wow, the Niners are just 1 yard shy of the end zone right here. Garoppolo throws the short screen right here to Deebo Samuel, and that's where Deebo Samuel's most dangerous. When he rolls out to his left or his right behind the line of scrimmage, get some open space right there. And that's exactly where he's dangerous. So here we go. 2nd and goal for the 49ers. And here we go. Snap. That's going to be Wilson, but he's going to lose one. So that'll bring up a 3rd and goal. And that will be the final play of the third quarter. So in the third quarter, we only get a field goal out of it, but Niners are just 2 yards shy of the end zone. So when we come back from the break, Niners will have a chance at scoring another touchdown right here. So here we go, folks. It is crunch time. Fourth quarter. Here, San Francisco 49ers, Los Angeles Rams, Monday Night Football. I mean, right now, the 49ers, we've seen they have the Rams number in the regular season, and it looks like it's more of the same here tonight. So, yeah, and so far the Niners have had their number tonight as well. And obviously they want revenge, like I said at the beginning of this broadcast, from that NFC Championship game last year. And so far they're doing that. With one more quarter to play, it doesn't look like they're going to get that far. It looks like here that for the Niners, hey, they're in cruise control this one right now. All they have to do is get another touchdown. That puts them up at a 21-9. And for the Rams, they're going to have to finally find a way to get in the end zone, not just to get downfield, but to actually get in the end zone. And they've struggled to do that thus far tonight. So now we're going to have to see what happens here on this upcoming drive. Right now, we're still at the commercial break waiting right here. And so far throughout this game, the biggest difference is, honestly, the Niners, they're capitalizing off their scoring opportunities right here. They got 2 touchdowns, but now they have an opportunity for another one right here on 3rd down. And for the Rams, they managed to move the ball, but they can't get in the end zone. Instead, they keep having to settle for field goals. They've had to settle for 3 field goals thus far. But that's not getting them anywhere. So here we go. And we're getting the trailer for next week's Monday night game, which will be at Arrowhead between the Kansas City Chiefs and Las Vegas Raiders. And I might be doing a play-by-play of that as well right now. But here we go. So now we are at the 4th quarter. It is 14-9, 49ers over the Rams. And the 49ers are just shy of scoring another touchdown. And that could do them wonders, possibly help them put this game away. And for the Rams, this is where it matters most. Garoppolo, back to pass, firing for Kittle. And he does have his feet in. And George Kittle getting in the end zone for the touchdown. Now you make it a 20-9 game pending the extra point. And once again, the difference maker, as we see right here, way with replay though, is showing it doesn't look like George Kittle got both feet in bounds. He got his left foot in. Oh, wait, he does. It looks like he just barely gets the right foot in. Let's take one more look here. Left foot in, right foot. It's on the line. I don't think that's going to count. They might call it back. And the ruling is an incomplete pass indeed. So it is called back. So that'll bring up in 4th and goal at the 2-yard line. So what are the 49ers going to do? Do they go for it or do they kick the field goal? And I guess, I don't know, Robbie Gould, he's coming onto the field. I think he's he's signaling for the special teams to come onto the field with him. So that way they can kick the field goal. So I think the Niners, they're going to settle for a field goal at what was the old extra point spot. You know, the old extra point before they pushed it back, 2014 and before that extra point spot. So it's going to be the equivalent here for Robbie Gould to the original extra point. So far, he's 4 for 5 on field goals this season. The veteran kicker. As we guys that follow along time, we all know Robbie Gould's been clutch with kicks his whole career. And the play clock is going to go down to 0. And that's going to be the delay of the game against the Niners, which, wait a minute. I guess what happened there? How do you get a delay of the game? You're bringing the field goal unit out. But why would you take a delay of the game? Why not just kick it? I don't know what they were thinking there. It's going to be a 25-yard attempt. It's going to be basically the equivalent. It's going to be like the old extra point. And Gould nails it, so the 49ers have to settle for a field goal here. First trip down to the red zone for the Niners. And first field goal of the night, but and the Rams get a lucky break there. If George Kittle would have got his second foot inbounds, would have been a deeper uphill battle. But now for the Rams, they do have a chance to tie this game on this upcoming drive. They're down by 8, but all they have to do is obviously get a touchdown, convert a 2-point conversion, and you got a tied game. So obviously, if you are the Los Angeles Rams, you got to score on this drive. You got to get to the end zone here. A field goal will not cut it for you in this case. You got to go for the end zone. Bottom line. No ifs, ands, or buts right here. So for the San Francisco 49ers. So here we go. So we're waiting on them to come back from commercial break. We'll be back. We'll see what the Rams can do right here. And as we apparently I'm finding out that Jalen Hurts did appear on the Manning brothers on ESPN Monday Night Manning cast wearing a God bless whoever hating on me sweater. And I'll have to check that out right there. I might even do a video reacting to the comments that Jalen Hurts makes on that. So we'll have to check out right there to see what Jalen Hurts says being interviewed by Peyton and Eli on that Manning cast right there. So I'll be curious. I'll be looking to see what comes out of that right there. So salute to Jalen Hurts for appearing on the Manning cast. Yeah, I'll definitely have to check it out. Can't wait to see what Jalen Hurts has to say. And right now we're at 16 votes on this poll right here. Hey, right now it is a 17-9 game, so there's still enough time to come in and vote. Still only a one-score game because a touchdown for the Rams, followed by a 2-point conversion, ties the game up. Still early in the fourth quarter, so there's still time for something to happen. Okay, so here we go. And now we got 14:53 left in the fourth quarter. So we pretty much got the whole fourth quarter right here. So here we go. So Grubby Gold's going to kick this thing away. Gold boots it up in the air. So here we go. And it looked like we're going to see a lateral there, but I guess they thought better of it and decided not to. That would have been a bad lateral right there for Powell. But Powell thought twice about it and decided not to do it. So right now, here come the Rams back onto the field. So they got to get moved. So they got to do something here. So here we go. So 1st and 10 right here. Here we go. Stafford the give to Akers. He's going to go behind the line and lose a yard. Actually be a loss of 2 right there. And not what the Rams needed right here. So that'll be 2nd and 12. Obviously, they got to get down the field. And they got to score right here. So and they need a touchdown. And for the Rams, you can't afford to be taking can't afford to be going 3 and out right here, giving the ball back to the Niners. So for the loss, this is a bad position for the Los Angeles Rams to be in right here. So, and here comes Scalroni. He's coming out of the game right there for the Rams. We're going to take a look right here what happened. And it looks like at the end of the play. Oh, he looks like he planted his foot. Yeah, he planted his foot right there on the turf. And he's coming out of the game. Hopefully he'll be back into the game. But it's going to be 2nd and 12 right here. 2nd and 12, Stafford. Gets to Henderson. And Henderson gets a couple. But now that'll bring up another 3rd and long. So now 3rd and 10 here. So here we go. 3rd and 10. 3rd and 10 for Stafford. He's throwing back. Tries to throw the deep ball to Kupp, but overthrown. That's going to be an incomplete pass. So, So now it's an incomplete pass. That brings up a 4th down. This is an embarrassing position for the Rams right here because now here you needed to go down that field and score some points right there. And they didn't do that. They did not do that. So here we go. Now they're going to have to punt it away. Dixon's going to punt it away. And Ray McLeod the third is going to return it. Nice deep punt by Dixon. But, and here we go. And it's a nice return by McLeod getting close to midfield. The ball was punted near the 20. of the 49ers, and he got close to midfield. So nice move right there. So, oh, nice. And it was the punter who had to make the tackle there. So, but now for the Niners, they've been building momentum. They've had the momentum offensively. They just got a field goal last drive, and they're in pretty decent field position. So they have the opportunity here to come out this next drive, possibly score some more points and put this game away. So this is going to be a critical drive for both teams. Critical drive for the Niners, because they have the opportunity to finally put this game away, and a critical drive, of course, for the Rams defense to try to get a stop and possibly a turnover, because they have not had a turnover all night. They can get a pick on Garoppolo, or they could possibly get a fumble. That could be a big turnaround. That could be a big turnaround right there. For a big turnaround right there for the Rams right there. Because you get in fumble, you get in pick six. Now all of a sudden you're talking momentum's going back in your favor a little bit. So for the right here for the Los Angeles Rams, this is a key drive right here. Right now, I'm just going to take a quick break right here. Go grab myself some water, and I'll be right back. And we're back right now. So back after a quick water break, just in time for the 49ers' first play. Give goes the Wilson Jr., picks up a few on first down, bring up a second and short, but it helps the 49ers as the clock keeps ticking, and Bobby Wagner makes the tackle there. And it looks like there was a fight on the Rams sideline here. And this is the last thing the Rams need here. And there we're seeing highlights that happened during the commercial break. And this is not what you need right here if you're the Rams, because if you're the Ram, you need to do everything you can to focus on winning this game. Right now, you're down losing. Fighting within the players is not going to help here at all. On 2nd and 7, the give again. And the toss to Deebo Samuel, who lines up in the backfield at running back. He's going to pick up a few, and there will be a flag, but we'll see who the flag's on. And I have to listen in to see who it's. So that's going to be a holding call at number 64, Jake Brendel, on the offensive line for the 49ers. So that'll bring the play back a few yards. Bring up a 2nd and long. So here we ooh. So that'll be 2nd and 17 now for the Niner. So here we go. 2nd and 17. Garoppolo passes to Kittle. Kittle's going to get a few, though, but it's now going to be 3rd and long after the holding. So this will be a 3rd and long. So here we go. 3rd and 13. Here we go. And here we go. Here we go. Kittle moving in motion. And here we go. 3rd and 13. Good pitch to Deebo Samuel, who's got the first down and more. And when Deebo Samuel again with the speed. And that's deadly speed right there by Deebo Samuel. He's got that elite wide receiver speed, similar to a Tyreek Hill. He's got the Tyreek Hill-like speed where once he gets going with the ball, he can take off and get some extra yardage. And Deebo, he's putting them in scoring territory. It looks like there's a tussle after the play between some of the players. But it's quickly separate, but they're quickly separated though before it gets out of hand. And now now the game play clock's ticking. 49ers want to call a timeout to avoid delay of the game. And we'll take a look. Oh, there was some pushing and shoving here between Ramsey and Alba. Oh, look at this. And Ramsey's got a hold of his face mask. It was Ayuk and Jalen Ramsey going at it. Oh, that could have driven some flags. Both teams are lucky they didn't get penalties to put against them for their players' action in that scuffle. Rams lucky Ramsey didn't get a flag. Rams lucky Ayuk didn't get a flag, but that's going to be on first down the give. It's going to be a loss. It's tackles made by Aaron Donald. And yes, I'm a little tired, but I'm still going to continue to do this. I'm going to continue to go all the way through. So here we go. And there was a tack. So it's 2nd and 11 as we get 9:40 and ticking here in this fourth quarter. And we're at 10:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We play clock down to 3, though. Garoppolo takes a snap just in time. A sloppy throw. He looks like he was trying to throw to Kittle, but he didn't get his feet set. And it completely threw off his throwing notions. And it looked like he was throwing it away. He was trying to get the pass off to George Kittle, but his footwork threw off the mechanics of that pass, and it came across as if he was throwing it away. And Garoppolo, he's 15 for 26, 233 yards. And the numbers look pretty solid, but you can see where with passes like that, Garoppolo still has sloppy passing mechanics. And he gets it on 3rd down to Ayuk, who gets a few yards, and that keeps them in field goal range. And now there's some more tussle after the play between Ramsey and Ayuk, but both guys separated by their teammates. We saw earlier there was some pulling of the face mask by Jalen Ramsey just a few plays ago. But this time, fortunately, both for Ramsey and for Ayuk, their respective teammates came in and held them back before either guy made a mistake that they could regret in terms of a fine or suspension. And now here comes Robbie Gould for the 42-yard attempt. Gould, the veteran, hooks it wide left, no good. And the Los Angeles Rams catch a break. A missed field goal by Robbie Gould. The first big mistake made by the Niners all game, and there's still enough time with 8:38 in the fourth quarter for the Los Angeles Rams to move downfield. Got a touchdown out of it? Possibly, and then 2-point conversion. That ties the game up, so you got lucky right there. And there's still plenty of time left in this game right here we got going. Oh, right now I'm at commercial break right now, and it doesn't look like I'm going to get anyone coming in here for this, so I'm going to take a short break while they're at commercial break. Okay, and now back from commercial break. So 8:38 left. The Rams will take over after the break after the Robbie Gould missed field goal. Now the Rams, they're going to give to Henderson on the first go. He gets a couple, and for the Rams, and they're still in reach in this game. This game is not over yet. Still 17-9 in the fourth quarter. And so Henderson gets 2 yards on the first down. 2nd and 8. And the Rams have 0 fourth quarter touchdowns. They're outscored 37-3 in the fourth quarter, but they have to break this here in order to get the win. And then the gig goes to Tyler Higbee, the tight end, who gets the first down after the catch. So nice catch and run right there. And the Rams do get the first down. And the Rams, who've been outscored 37-3 in this fourth quarter, this is their time. They got to score right here. They have to get that jinx off their back now if they want to win and be in sole possession of first place in the NFC West, because if the Miners win, then it's a four-way tiebreaker for first. All four teams 2-2. So again, Stafford looks to Higbee. Higbee gets the reception along the sidelines. It does step back, goes out of bounds, but does not stop the clock. So as of right now, so we're a 2nd and 5 now for the Rams with 7:26 and counting here in the fourth quarter. So Higbee, he has 8 receptions for 60 yards. Stafford dropping back to pass again. This time to Cooper Kupp. And we know Matthew Stafford throughout his career, he's made a habit of executing these 2-minute drill type drives. Or not these 2-minute drill, but these situation type drives. Whether that be the 2-minute drill or these fourth quarter games where they're trailing late. Matthew Stafford has made a career out of doing this here, out of managing game clock in these situational situations. Now, it kind of reminds me of the old Madden games. The old Madden games when situation mode was allowed, you could set the game at any situation you wanted to, take control of the team, and try to finish the game there. And here we go, 1st and 10. Stafford's pass intercepted. It's going the other way. Pick 6 for the Niners, and that could seal it right there. So the San Francisco 49ers take advantage of it. And just as I was propping it up, I give the announcer jigs. Now, fortunately for me, fortunately for me, I'm a YouTuber, so I'm not. The one good thing about it is I'm not as big a public figure as the announcers at the game are. So just as I was giving Matthew Stafford credit for executing situational, games, so for being executed in situational modes, he throws an pick 6. And the Robbie Gould's extra point is good, and now it is 24-9 with 6:27 left in the game. So, so fortunately for me, this is the one time that not being a major public figure helps me out, because Matthew Stafford will not see this, and he will not be able to get mad at me for jinxing him there. As he throws the pick 6, he may get 24-9 Niners. And if they win this game, it's a 4-way tie for first place in the NFC West with the Seattle Seahawks, San Francisco 49ers, Los Angeles Rams, and Arizona Cardinals. Now, obviously, that ain't going to be the final result at the end of the season, but based on the way this game's going, how much time is left, it looks like it's going to be the final right there. But I'm going to take a quick break again, and I'll be right back while they're at commercial break. Oh, man. So now we're back. So Matthew Stafford has thrown 3 interceptions in the fourth quarter this season. So, and he had 0 last season. So this is not the same Matthew Stafford play-wise we saw last season. As we got Talalona Hofagana, if I'm pronouncing his name correctly. Let me try one more time. Talalona Huffaana got the pick six that may have put this game away for the 49ers. I mean, Matthew Stafford's kind of looking like he brought the Detroit Matthew Stafford back with him for this year. And there's the return right there. It's gonna be, he's down at around the 20. The ball comes out afterward, but it was clearly down right there, not even close. And right now, man, I'm telling. So if the Niners do in fact hold on to this lead, which looks like it's going to be the case, most likely. I mean, this late in the game, I don't see the Rams getting a touchdown, 2-point conversion, another touchdown, an extra point to tie it. I don't see that happening. It's unlikely. You never know, but I personally just don't see it happening this late in the game, personally. So, I mean, credit to the 49ers. They've done what they needed to do thus far. And there goes the pass. It is to Allen Robinson. It's going to be shortened. I'll be right back. I got to take a quick break. Okay, so I had to run to the bathroom again, and you know what? I'm going to be honest. If this drive ends, the Rams stall on this drive, I'm just going to end the stream early right there. So might be nearing the end of the stream right there. And on 2nd and 10, where I'm saying I see Stafford. Pass complete to Boston, does that look like? It's gain of 7, the tight end, but it's going to be a 3rd and short right here. So here we go. Stafford's in the huddle on 3rd and 3 after that critical mistake right there. And we're going to have to see what happens next. So Stafford, 27 for 40 thus far. 203 yards and an INT, but he's had a lot of red zone incompletions and that interception. A lot of the mistakes by Stafford play a difference in the score too. So on 3rd down, a pass, and it is complete for a gain of 17 there to Sylvan. Pass complete there. So it's an incomplete pass on 1st down, 2nd and 10 right now. But the Rams are moving slowly but surely right here. So, I mean, so far, though, the Rams, it's not looking good right here for the Rams right here. It's 2nd and 10 right now. And here we go, Stafford. And he's back to pass again on 2nd and 10, 3:44 left in the game. Here we go, back to pass, Stafford, and the blitz gets to him again. He's sacked. And that brings up a 3rd down. It's Hassan Ridgeway. Eagles fans remember him. Hassan Ridgeway. So now it's a 3rd down. I mean, right now we're just dealing with, I mean, it's the 6th sack of the night here by the 49ers, and we're just seeing a clinic put on by this 49ers defense right now. And it's 3rd and 18 for the Rams, and this might be the end of the stream. It's Stafford underneath to Higbee. Gets a couple, gets some yards left, but Greenlaw makes the tackle, but still Higbee goes nowhere near the 1st down. And the Rams will take their first time out on 4th down, which they have to. I mean, this 4th and 10 can decide the game right here. So 4th and 10 right now for the Rams. They take the timeout. Wait a minute. They took the timeout, but the clock's running. Why is the clock running? Wait, they call a timeout. Wait a minute. They're screwing up right here. What is going on? You guys got to get this thing right. And they're blowing the whistle. And wait, the Rams used the timeout, but wait a minute. I saw, oh wait, they're just now giving the Rams the timeout, but I saw Matthew Stafford call a timeout seconds before that. I saw him do the timeout signal with his hands, but the clock apparently kept running. So the officials were late to finally stop the game clock after a timeout was called. So here we go. It's 4th and 10, 2:30 left. And this could be the ball game right here. If the Rams do not convert, I'm ending it right here. So let's see, 4th and 10. So here we go. It's 4th and 10. Stafford throwing it. 1st down, the cup. Manages to temporarily keep the game alive. The clock continues to tick right now. 2:18 left here in the 4th quarter and ticking. And the Rams do have 2 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning as additional timeout. They get one more playoff. Stafford throwing for the end zone. Overthrows Allen Robinson. Incomplete pass. That'll bring up a 2nd and 10. Oh, man. Let's take a look. So Mosley was with on the coverage right there. There was some contact between them, but no flags called. That'll bring up a 2nd and 10 with 2:02. So we'll get one more play before the 2-minute warning. And the Rams, they need a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. Then the onside kick to have a hope at still winning this game. So here we go. 2:02, 2nd and 10. Stafford back to pass. Stafford throwing, nearly picked by Warner, but that'll bring up an incompletion, 158, and the 2-minute warning. So we will have the 2-minute warning coming up. So the game clock will stop for this 2-minute warning. So we nearly had another pick six right there. So here we go. And we're at another commercial break and we're at the 2-minute warning. But so this could be the game right there when we come back for the 2-minute warning right here. If the if the Rams are unable to score on this drive right here, that's it. That's the game right there. And I'll cut the stream off right there if that ends up happening, but we'll have to see what happens. So we still got a little bit of time left in this game right here. It'll take a miracle here for the Rams to win it. And we'll have to see what happens here. So right now, so far, it's been 49ers here. The main story is the Rams have been unable to connect take advantage of their opportunities. They've had their opportunities, but they've always come up with field goals. Matthew Stafford threw a crucial pick, 6, which helped give the Niners a 24-9 lead. And the Niners, they managed to capitalize on their opportunities. You had the Jeff Wilson Jr. long touchdown. Deebo Samuel had a couple nice plays. And the pick 6. So those are the main stories right there. Niners, I mean, Jimmy G had a decent statistical day, but he's managed to get the play ball off to Deebo Samuel in a couple plays, which helped make the difference. We also had Jeff Wilson Jr. with that one big run, which gave the Niners their first touchdown of the game. That's played a factor in this one right here. And credit to the Niners defense. They've gotten 6 sacks in this game. With Stafford, they pressured them all night. They are going against a battered Rams offensive line, but that's just the way it goes. I got to give credit to the Niners, though. They put up a good performance right here, and they win this game. It's going to be hilarious to look at that division and see a 4-way tiebreaker for first place in the NFC West. It'll be interesting. But still, this game is not over yet. We still got a few more minutes, though. And there is still a possibility that the Rams could pull off a miracle. It's unlikely, but it is possible. And here we go. So here we go. Matthew Stafford back to pass. You're on 3rd and 10. The blitz is coming. He gets rid of it. They got to him, and they nearly picked him again. And now that brings up a 4th down, and this could be it right here. This could be the game. This 4th down right here. And wait a minute. We're hearing it might be a fumble right here. And if it is a fumble, and they're saying it's a fumble, wait a minute. So we're going to take a look at the replay. Stafford, he was going back to throw. Ibuka hit him. The ball came out. They're going to say that his arm was going backward. They're not going to, looks like they're going to rule a fumble. Oh, and the ball, oh yeah, it looks like his arm was not going forward. Then that's not going to be like the tuck rule here, which would make it a fumble and would give the Niners the ball. We're going to take a break here, a commercial break, and we'll see what they decide right here. The ruling is a fumble, but they're going to look it over, and the officials will decide right there. If it's a fumble, 49ers ball game right there, end of stream. If not, 4th and 10, and that will decide whether or not, and then 4th and 10, we'll see what happens there. But first, we're going to have to wait to see what the ruling on the field is. And as we wait right here, I do want to thank everyone that tuned into this live stream right here. Got a good number of votes on the poll, and we got a good number of votes on this poll, and we got a lot of viewers. So I'm going to let's check out the official numbers on YouTube, shall I? So I'm going to pull up my browser on YouTube. Let's see. What did I get? I got a total of 330 viewers on this live stream. That's what's up. And a total of 6 likes. And see, that's what's up with these live streams right here. I'm telling you, man, these live streams, man, best part is these bring in a ton of viewers right here. So I'm going to keep these bad boys going. They keep bringing viewers in. So shout out to everyone who came into this live stream and dropped a like. Thank you for your support of this channel on this day. I appreciate it. So salute to you for coming into this live stream right here. And tomorrow, I'll be going on Mitch Kovsky's MK Headlines, 5:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We'll be talking Philadelphia Eagles football with Mitch, so you can check me out on that tomorrow. be on the lookout for that. So it's going to be an awesome time tomorrow talking football. And now I'm going to wait to see what the ruling is. And Stafford's on the sideline, and it looks like they're. And yes, it has been ruled a fumble. So that will be it right there. I'll be ending this live stream. So thank everyone that tuned in. Nicky Stees signing off. Have a great night. Check me out tomorrow on Mitch Kovsky's MK Headlines on his channel, 5:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We'll be discussing Eagles football. But for tonight, Nicky Stees signing off.